In this video, we're going to look at solving trigonometric equations, and your knowledge of the unit circle is vital here. And the CAST that we've looked at before. So in this sector, cos is positive. They're all positive. Sine is positive. And tan is positive. And all others are negative, apart from where they're all positive. So sine and tan, negative and negative. Cos and sine, negative and negative, and cos and tan, negative and negative. So you can see the angle sizes up to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270, and 270 to 360. So if you're asked to solve for theta, and you're asked to solve cos theta is equal to root 3 over 2, and you're given a range of values here, 0 degrees, between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So we know actually that there's more than one answer here. So it's when cos is positive, so the answer has to come from in here and in here. So having our knowledge of the unit circle enables us to add our knowledge of the special angles that you may have looked at in a previous video, number 9. The cos of what is equal to root 3 over 2. Now, if you can't remember this, just type into your calculator the inverse cos of root 3 over 2. And you should know it's equal to 30 degrees. The sine of 30 is a half. The cos of 30 is root 3 over 2. So what we do is we draw that 30-degree angle. Now, I'm not drawing to scale here necessarily. I just want to fit it in. So that's where cos is positive. And we also draw an angle to the x-axis in the other sector where cos is positive of the same size. So what angles are these? This angle is 30. So theta is equal to 30 degrees. But we also have an angle all the way around here, 360 minus 30. Theta is also equal to 330 degrees, and you could check that in your calculator. Now, where these go in the future, we may be looking at the cos of 2 theta, or the cos of 3 theta, and there'll be more than 2 solutions. Let's look at the sine of theta this time. Sine of theta is equal to, well, let's say root 3 over 2 again. We'll come up with our 60-degree angle this time. So here's my unit circle. I think it's handy just to sketch these unit circles. It only takes a second every time. So when is sine positive? Sine is positive in here and in here. So if you're not sure, the inverse sine of root 3 over 2, the sine of 30 is equal to a half. The sine of 60 degrees is root 3 over 2. So we draw our 60-degree angle. I'll make it a little bit more like a 60. We draw a 60-degree angle in here. And we draw a 60-degree angle in here. And it's always to the x-axis. So it's not in, let me just color in and show you where it's not. It's not to the y-axis, which would be if we drew the angle this way. So what angles have we got here? We have 60 degrees. That's the first one. And the second one, it's either 90 plus 30 to give you 120, or you can see that it's going to be the straight line 180, take away the 60, which will be 120 degrees. So let's look at tan now. Let's say the tan of theta, we'll do a negative this time. The tan of theta is equal to negative 1 over root 3. So we want to be looking at the sectors where tan is negative. So let's draw a quick unit circle. Where's tan negative? Well, they're all positive in the first sector, in here. So tan is negative in here and in here. Tan negative. If you're not sure, just type into your calculator the inverse tan of 1 over root 3. But you should at this point realize the tan of 30 is 1 over root 3 and the tan of 60 is root 3. Root 3 is bigger than 1 over root 3 and 60 is bigger than 30. So the inverse tan of 1 over root 3 is 30 degrees. So we need to draw our 30-degree angles in the sectors where it's negative, which is here and in here. So what two angles are these? You could say minus 30. I don't deal with negative angles. We're always going to look at the positive angles. So you can see that theta in this case is going to be equal to 360 minus 30, 330 degrees, or 180 minus 30, which is 150 degrees. And if you want, you can check these in your calculator. Type in tan 330 and tan 150. And you may be questioning, if you have checked on your calculator, why does your calculator give you minus root 3 over 3? Because if we multiply by root 3 over 3, on top we get root 3 by root 3, which is 3. And on the bottom we still have 3 root 3. And you divide 3 into both of these, we get 1 over root 3. So this minus root 3 over 3, sometimes some calculators give this. 1 over root 3 is the form we're going to write it in.